Alone tonight, the most subdued bloody mush you'll ever see. Drugged myself awake and sat at a table with an observational angle to peer at our long-abandoned diner booth. A concerned glance from a middle-aged woman, perhaps she felt my invisible wailing. Who sits alone annotating a book on a Friday looking this good? Today, a celebration of Shabbat and sisterhood. Accidentally bought emergency candles, so they've been burning, screaming, and sweating next to each other in my lightless living room. Judaism has changed my form. I have submitted. Perhaps the candles are not as resigned as I am assuming. Perhaps they enjoy burning for prolonged periods. Perhaps this is an example of ambiguity due to surrender, an experience I am unfamiliar with. I have been a good girl, but Lord, I have performed. My form is perforated with desolation, but I behave, I have manners. I am being concise and plain. I am being what he wouldn't miss. It's around 11 p.m., and I'm stuck waiting for a train I'm not planning on getting on, preferring to habituate this stoop, begging for an anatomical inability where closure is required. I do not want to participate in bandaging these self-inflicted intrusions anymore. I do not want to study solitude in fragments. Multidisciplinary tactics aren't working, and I'm ready for wrath. No more monuments, no more vestiges of you, towering over me. I am in surplus, environed in suppositions. I'd like to keep it this way. I enjoy housing too much content to ingest. And you're bringing me down. I have an allotted 15-minute walk home where I allow myself to condense. One where I proliferate my newly adapted perspective to present to my roommate, who knows when I'm lying. What's the use? My attempt at honesty always seems to involve your name without past participles. And what of it? Meet me far away. This city is too small to run away from ourselves and pray for effortless breaking of latitudes and time bending. We're culpable for our pining. Needing remand. I am only speaking for myself. If you were wondering, a letter written by a non-fiction writer is called catharsis, at least according to my professor. It is an author exuding their internal through a vessel, a means of protruding through line breaks and selfishly projecting their distress. Summarizing their vessel's level of meaning to whoever is listening. I am me through you. You wouldn't understand. Never will. Your enjoyment of staking yourself to discomfort prohibits any and all comprehension. I despise chronic diagnoses, and loving you does not have to be a disease. I have been searching for the feeling of catharsis defined for years, heady endeavors to find release. Swum into alcoholism as an attempt to transfigure into someone who knew how to exist without dramatization. But there is a place to return to, now, without prerequisites, without any necessities. These strides are no longer warranted or expected. There is a home here, built within delicate increments. These walls are stuffed with love and flower, my formlessness and its safety, too. I am retching multitudes and secondary visions, holding my own hair back. This catharsis is far from finite. Thank you for letting me access myself.